Okay, children, good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about another important concept, that is post fertilization changes after the reproduction. In the last class, we discussed about uh, ovule, embryo sac, synergids, antipodals, what is called egg, double fertilization, triple fission, okay, embryo formation. Up to that we discussed. Now after fertilization, what will be takes place in the flowering plants, we will see. So post fertilization changes, in the sense, after fertilization, what kind of changes will be takes place in the flower will be, we'll see in the embryo sac what will happen. So post fertilization, first one is formation of the seed. So we will see the formation of the seed. You know very well, seed is the product of reproduction. After production, reproduction, what will be formed? Seed will be formed. Seed is the product of reproduction. So after fertilization, zygote will be converted into embryo. Embryo only will convert into what is called that zygote will convert into seed. The seed contains embryo. So first one, what? The seed contains which one? Embryo. The seed contains embryo as well as stored food. The seed contains which one? Embryo as well as what is there? Stored food for the initial growth of seedling. So what is the use of the stored food? For the growth of seedling, for initial growth of seedling, the stored food is very useful. Then you know very well, the embryo will be developed into zygote. So zygote will be developed into embryo by which one? Very important, mitotic cell division, vegetative cell division. So mitosis means, you know very well, the vegetative cells involved in the cell division and produces the what is called same cells, that is called mitotic cell division. Mitotic cell division contains the prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis, like that different phases are there, you know very well. So mitotic division, zygote involved in the mitotic division and produce the embryo, and produce which one? Embryo is very important. So next, triple fission, after what we got? Endosperm nucleus is there or not? Secondary nucleus which joins with the male nucleus and forms endosperm nucleus, develops the endosperm. This is the stored food which is useful for the growth of the seedling. Okay, very important. The food storage tissue of the seed. So endosperm is what? The food storage tissue of the seed. So this food will be utilized. This endosperm food is utilized by the seed for the growth. So embryo and endosperm, embryo and endosperm together constitute a seed. So embryo will be there, endosperm will be there. These togetherly constitute what is called a seed. So that is the most important point to remember. Once again, children, the post fertilization changes we are discussing. The first one is the formation of seed. We will see after fertilization. The seeds contain embryo as well as stored food for the initial growth of seedling. So zygote involved in the mitotic division, then embryo will be formed. So the endosperm nucleus develops endosperm, the food storage tissue of the seed. So embryo, okay, and endosperm together constitute a seed. Very important. So endosperm nucleus develops the endosperm, the food storage of the seed. This is important. So embryo and endosperm together constitute a seed. Zygote involved in which cell division? Mitotic cell division forms the embryo. So now come to the ovary. After fertilization, ovary is there or not? That ovary convert into what? Fruit. First neat bit. Very important neat point of view. What is the ovary convert into after fertilization? The ovary convert into fruit. So ovary wall. So ovary wall is there or not? So that ovary wall convert into very important, that ovary wall convert into, okay, ovary wall convert into pericarp. Pericarp means what? The pericarp, mesocarp, endocarp, they are the parts of the fruit. So pericarp means nothing but the fruit wall. So ovary wall converted into pericarp, it's the fruit wall. Then ovule develops into the seed. So once again, ovary develop into fruit, and ovary wall develop into pericarp or fruit wall. Ovules develop into the seed. Ovules develop into the seed. The wall of the ovule forms the protective seed coat testa. Protective seed coat, that is called testa. Next, so the ovule develops into seed. Wall of the ovule is there, forms the protective seed coat. Seed coat is called testa. Testa will be there. So the embryo lies inside the seed in dormant, so inactive conditions. Embryo lies inside the seed. Embryo will be present inside the seed in dormant condition. Dormant means what? Inactive condition. You know, some thousands of years also seeds will be what you call in the embryo will be in dormant condition. Why? Because when the conditions are not good, they will be in the dormant condition. Once the conditions are favorable, what will happen? That embryo, that seed, okay, what will happen? Germinates. That seed will be germinates. That is a most important point to remember. So embryo lies inside the seed in dormant condition for a long time. Favorable environment conditions are there, so good conditions are there, then what will happen? The seed, that embryo will be germinate to form small seedling. The small seedling only convert into plant. You know very well, when you take the seeds and if you sow, what will form? Small seedling will become, that seedling will be converted into plant. So the process of next, another important point to discuss is the process of development of seedling from seed is called germination. Again, I'm repeating the point. You see, the process of development of seedling from the seed is called germination. The process of development of seedling from seed is called germination. Germination means what? Seed will be developed into seedling. So that is called germination. So now you observe the what you called then one seed of Bengal gram. So one seed of Bengal gram, you see there will be cotyledon, seed coats are there, food storage, it will be stores of food, and radicle, this is a root. Radicle will forms the root, and you know plumule, the plumule is there. Plumule will feature shoot. Plumule for shoot, radicle for the root, cotyledon for the food storage. Like that, what will be there? The embryo, what you call, or the seed structure will be there. Which seed? That is what I showed in the diagram. The seed is the Bengal gram chana. Okay, children. So post fertilization changes the formation of seed. The seed contains embryo as well as stored food. For the initial growth of seedling, the stored food is useful. The after formation of the zygote, it involves in the mitotic division and forms the embryo. So the endosperm nucleus develops endosperm, the food storage tissue for the seed. Embryo and endosperm together constitute a seed. So ovary will be converted into fruit. So embryo and endosperm convert into together seed. Ovary as a fruit. Ovary wall is a pericarp. Pericarp is nothing but fruit wall. Ovules develop into the seed. Wall of the ovule forms the protective seed coat. Wall of the, not ovary wall, ovule. The ovule, wall of the ovule forms a seed coat called testa. Embryo lies inside the seed in dormant means inactive. So condition for a long time. Favorable environmental conditions. So thousands of years also the seeds, the dormant condition it will be there. Favorable environmental conditions, it germinates to form small seedling to convert into plant. The process of development of seedling from seed is called germination. Come on, you see best example, plumule, radicle, shoot, root, and cotyledons. That is a best example of the seed. Bengal gram, we discussed Bengal gram, that is chana. Bengal gram seed we discussed. Okay children, sexual reproduction in human we will discuss. So today introduction part we will discuss. Then tomorrow we will go to the complete systems, male reproductive system and the female reproductive system we will go. So humans reproduce, or human reproduction is sexual reproduction, or sexually they will reproduce. So humans are unisexual, male is separate and female is separate. So they shows the which one very important sexual dimorphism. When the male is separate and the female separate in the sense that kind of what you called arrangement is called sexual dimorphism. Male is separate and female is separate. So males and males are visible different from the female. So male characters are different, female characters are different. Male reproductive system. Okay, the primary, there is a two systems, right? Male reproductive system, female reproductive system. The male reproductive system consists of primary sex organs, okay, gonads, which produce the gametes and secretes the sex hormones. See, male and female reproductive system have, testis, very well testis, and what you call the female reproductive system in the sense there will be ovaries. So ovaries, male and female reproductive systems will be there, very important. So which produce the gametes. So male reproductive primary sex organs in the male and even female also, male and female reproductive systems produce which one? Gonads. So which produce the gametes. They secrete the sex hormones also. Which one? The gonads, testis and ovaries secretes the sex hormones also. So next, these are primary sex organs. Which one? Gonads. What about secondary sex organs? There are genital ducts, glands. Genital ducts and glands. So helps in the transportation of gametes. What is the use of genital ducts? Vas efferentia, vas differentia, epididymis like that, and fallopian tubes and uterus. Some ducts are there. So in the male and females, and some glands are there. So Cowper's gland, prostate glands like that. So they help in these secondary sex organs like genital ducts and glands help in the transportation of gametes and in the reproductive process. So these secondary sex organs, which one? Glands, especially genital ducts, not glands. Genital ducts do not produce gametes or sex hormones, secrete hormones, nothing. Their genital ducts cannot secrete any hormone or cannot produce gametes. Next, functional. When the second male reproductive system is actual function or female reproductive system actual functional after attaining sexual maturity. So when the sexual maturity will be takes place in the males 13 to 14 years, the females 11 to 12 years. So in the males 13 to what you called 14 years after the maturity will be takes place. In the females 11 to 12 years of age there will be maturity will be takes place. That particular age, what we are calling that particular age we are calling puberty. What do you call that age? This age is called puberty. During sexual maturity, so during sexual maturity, hormonal changes. So why the maturity is happening? Why the puberty is forming in the male and females? Because of hormonal changes. So takes place, hormonal changes takes place in the males and females. Secondary sexual characters. SSC means what? Secondary sexual characters develop in that particular hormone in the puberty, or because of hormonal changes secondary sexual development will be takes characters will be developed. Testosterone, estrogen and progesterone, like that some hormones are there. Because of those hormones what will happen? The development of secondary sexual characters will be takes place. What are the secondary sexual characters in the males? So deepening of voice, widening of shoulders, appearance of beard and moustache, growth of axillary and pubic hair, enlargement of external genital organs, and formation of sperms. Okay, once again you see during sexual maturity hormonal changes takes place in the males and females. Because of hormonal changes secondary sexual characters will be developed. The secondary sexual characters in the males are deepening of voice, widening of shoulders will be wide, and appearance of red and moustaches, growth of axillary and pubic hair, enlargement of external genital organs, and formation of the sperms will be takes place in the males. Formation of the sperms will be takes place in the males. Okay, come to secondary sexual characters in the females. The secondary sexual characters in the females includes growth of axillary and pubic hair, widening of pelvis and hip region, enlargement of breast, and initiation of menstrual cycle will be takes place. Menstrual cycle will be takes place in the females. Growth of axillary and pubic hair, widening of pelvis and hip, enlargement of breast, and initiation of menstrual cycle will be takes place in the females. Okay, children. So like this, introduction part will be there. Once again, children, the human reproduce sexually. Humans are unisexual. Shows the sexual dimorphism. What's the meaning of sexual dimorphism? Male is separate, female is separate. Male show characters are there, female characters are there. So male is are visible different from the females. Male's reproductive system and female reproductive system have primary sex organs called gonads. In the males, primary reproductive organs are testes. In the females, the primary reproductive organ are called ovaries. So which produce the gametes? Gonads produce the gametes. Male produces sperm. Female gonads produce the ova or egg. It secretes the sex hormones also. Gonad secretes the sex hormones also. The secondary sex organs are genital ducts, glands. The genital ducts help in the transportation of gametes and produce the process. Glands also, they do not produce any gametes or secrete hormones. Glands cannot produce any hormones also. So the functional effect of functional, when the sexual reproductive systems are functional in the male and female after attaining sexual maturity. When the sexual maturity will be takes place in the males 13 to 14 years, in the females 11 to 12 years. That particular age is called puberty. What do you call that particular age? Puberty. During sexual maturity, hormonal changes takes place in the males and females. Secondary sexual characters develop. The secondary sexual characters in males are deepening of voice, widening of shoulders, widening of shoulder, appearance of head and mouth cheek will be takes place. The growth of axillary and pubic hair also will be developed in the males. So enlargement of external genital organs and formation of sperms also will be takes place in the males. Deepening of voice, widening of shoulders, appearance of head and mouth cheek. So growth also will be takes place. So these are the most important thing. Next, in the females, what are the females? Secondary sexual characters in the females include growth of axillary and pubic hair, widening of pelvis and hip, enlargement of breast, and initiation of menstrual cycle will be takes place in the females. Okay, children, this kind of changes will be there in the male reproductive system and the female reproductive system. These all are very important concepts. Hormones, the glands are there, no, those glands will not produce the any hormones. Only the gonads are there, no, testes and ovaries only can produce the which one? The hormones. So tomorrow we will discuss about male reproductive and female reproductive parts, systems, organs, functions we will discuss. Okay, children, thank you.